I really love my experience as an interpreter here in the hospital. It's been a very nurturing experience, and what I love the most is how naturally we have interpreters from all over the world, different nationalities, and as much as I have maybe learned in college, nothing would have prepared me to the cultural experience of working with people from Argentina, from El Salvador, from Spain. The amazing thing is that it's mutually beneficial. It's not competitive at all. It's not like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to be the best interpreter and I'm going to succeed on my own. No, it's a lot about teamwork, and in that you learn from not only from your peers, but you actually learn in the actual encounters. Because of course we're not going to know everything, especially in cultural aspects. I was born and raised in Mexico, so I, as much as I may have like an awareness of other cultures, there are things along the way that I may not be familiar with. And first and foremost, if I don't know something, if there's like a cultural aspect to the session that I don't know, I'd rather, you know, make a parenthesis and say, I am not familiar with this term, I'm not familiar with this, give me a moment to look it up. Because even with the doctors I've experienced, you know, sometimes it's a really hard diagnosis, and the doctors come out and say, I don't know what's wrong with your child. We need to do research. We need to do blood work and studies. So all the more the reason to do it in the linguistic side of things with us. And one story in particular that illustrates this for me is in one of my favorite clinics, which is the allergy clinic. All the providers are amazing. The MAs, just the medicine field in itself it's really beautiful for us, well, for me at least, because you use terms that you don't normally encounter in other clinics. It's the clinic where like it really matters to know what's the difference between a sea bass and tilapia and halibut and all the different names of the fishes. And it's such a beautiful challenge to understand, you know, what does this fish name translate to, all the nuts and seeds. And one encounter in particular is interesting to me because a mother from El Salvador recently migrated to the States and had a child that was allergic to, but the doctor was trying to assess what this child was allergic to. And, you know, going through the history, she mentions that at a party, the child was exposed to horchata, the drink that we normally encounter in Mexican restaurants, and she said that she developed a rash after that. And so the doctor was going through like, oh, was this like homemade horchata? Was it like store-bought? And the mother said, no, it was actually homemade at a party, and it contained a morro seed. And so I didn't honestly know how to translate morro, never encountered it. So I made the parentheses like say, okay, doctor, I don't know what morro seed is. If we can continue the session, and in the meantime, I'm going to start looking up what this could be. And the session goes on, and the doctor steps away for a minute to see about some orders for labs. And that's when I take my chance and I tell the doctor what I encountered. And this turned out to be really vital because in the Mexican version of horchata, it's usually made with rice and cinnamon. But in this Salvadorian recipe, it has the seed, which is unique to that version of horchata. And it turned out that it was in fact what the child was allergic to, was the seed. And knowing this, I think, was really beneficial, making this parentheses. And not only did I learn, and the term is the same, morro seed. It's the name as well in English. So little experiences like that is what really really gives a lot of significance to what we do, and it's just beautiful, the linguistic side of it, and being able to encounter all these beautiful terms.